Technically, this is not a budget, so no red box. But that autumn statement, clutched in the Chancellor's hand, is just as important, if not more so, for the finances of the country and every household. Jeremy Hunt went to Parliament to announce a package that adds up to £55 billion, just over half of it cuts in spending, the rest raised in taxation. But he said to stabilise the country's finances and start to bring down inflation, a big intervention was needed.
It means in particular giving the world confidence in our ability to pay our debts. British families make sacrifices every day to live within their means, and so too must their government, because the United Kingdom will always pay its way.
So on tax, income tax thresholds will be frozen, so more people will be drawn into higher tax brackets. And the threshold at which you start paying the 45p rate will be brought down from £150,000 to £125,140. But this does not apply in Scotland. The windfall taxes on energy companies will go up from 25% to 35%, and there'll be a new windfall tax on electricity generators of 45%. He also cleared the way for local authorities to raise council tax, and businesses will be hit by higher national insurance bills. But he added this.
We also protect the vulnerable, because to be British is to be compassionate, and this is a compassionate Conservative government.
From April, the energy price guarantee will change so that the average yearly household bill will go up from £2,500 to £3,000. But there will be specific payments to those most in need, including a £900 cost of living payment for those on means-tested benefits and £300 for each pensioner household. The Chancellor said there would be more money over the next 2 years for schools and for the NHS, but not as much as many say is needed. And beyond that, public spending is meant to get even tighter. But benefits will rise with inflation, and the triple lock for pensions is safe. Jeremy Hunt said this is
a plan for growth and a plan for public services. It shows that you don't need to choose either a strong economy or good public services. With Conservatives, and only with Conservatives, you get both.
The opposition said that after 4 chancellors in a year, the country had gone backwards.
Growth dismal, investment down, wages squeezed, public services crumbling. And what does the Chancellor have to offer today? More of the same, with working people paying the price for his failure.
He was congratulated by his boss, but they know that even if people accept this is medicine the economy needs, the medicine will still taste bad.
So an awful lot to get through, Andy. And as always with these big financial statements, there's quite a bit of detail to look through and more stuff that comes out as the hours go by. And there's something that we've spotted potentially could have a huge impact on fuel costs. Can you tell us a bit more about that?
Yes, this is not part of the government's announcement today. This is in the document produced by the independent number crunchers, the Office of Budget Responsibility, the OBR. And in their document, there is in black and white, apparently, a 23% rise in fuel duty for next year. This is based on the fact that there is a formula that's been in place for years now, which is based on RPI, inflation, plus a certain percentage, and inflation is roaring away at the moment. So in theory, there is that 23% rise. The point is, I think, nobody expects that to happen. Every time these fuel duty rises have been penciled in, they've been cancelled. There hasn't actually been a fuel duty rise for more than 10 years. So the Treasury, for instance, today were saying, look, we're not taking any decisions on that until next year. But I think most people think it was absolutely politically unacceptable to go ahead with that. But in theory, it's there penciled in the document. And actually, it raises more than £5 billion. So if you get rid of it, the good news is you won't pay more for your fuel, but the bad news is there's yet another hole in the government finances.